Hey, tuna breath and crystal meth. Don't do meth. It's bad. So for those of you who don't know, this weekend I was in Denver, Colorado, speaking at a youth conference, and something really interesting happened while I was there. I get there on Friday and I'm like getting ready to do my thing, and the pastor who's running the whole thing, he comes up to me and he says, I have an idea for you. And he takes me over and he introduces me to the guy who's going to be doing the keynote for that evening. And his name was D.A. Horton. And he says, D.A. is going to be talking about Revelation chapter 3, verses 1 through 6. That's sort of what his talk's going to be on tonight. And my dream for this conference is to have sort of a spoken word artist sort of bookend the whole thing and be in it, throughout and intermixed or whatever. And he wanted, based off of the keynotes, each keynote, for a spoken word artist to write a poem based off of that keynote, and then after the keynote was done, to have the spoken word artist perform that spoken word. And he said, so what do you think about doing that just for tonight's, for DA's talk? And I said, I'm down. I've never done something like that before. So during DA's talk, his 30-minute talk, I sat in the back and I listened and I wrote as he went. And within 10 minutes after he was done, I had the piece written, and then the next morning I performed it for everyone. And it was kind of a cool thing. I've never done it before, but I wanted to share it with you all today, if that's okay, because y'all are always wanting more spoken word, so. The theme of this conference was Awaken, and DA's talk was all about the beginning of Revelation 3, where it says, wake up and strengthen what remains. It was a talk to people who are feeling spiritually dead, or who are kind of faking being alive in their faith, but really they're just asleep. And so I wrote this poem. It's called Wake Up. Take a minute to prepare. Wake up and strengthen what remains. Wake up? You must be insane. It's too early. I'm too scared. I'm too weak, unprepared, too sinful, too pinholed, and I've been told that the message has already been shared, so I'm going back to sleep. I need my 8 hours. Wake up. There's work to be done. A world held hostage under the gun, and soldiers who really think they're fighting, but instead, every sighting shows we're sleepwalking. Just talking, balking, a false start, dead heart flatline, no finish line, biding our time, thinking we're fine, but we're dead. In desperate need of bread, but too full on junk to be fed. Wake up. Arise, come alive, awaken, smell the bacon, take and eat, and don't be mistaken. When you awaken, there's no more faking, because chains are breaking, debts are paid, life is found, and a new person is made. All glory has been weighed, and the enemy has been found wanting. This ain't a request. It's a command. Stand and represent the brand. Be the hands and feet. Join the elite, the holy fleet. Get out your seat, hit the street, and feed them the meat and potatoes. Wake up. It's time to start. You can either wake up or you can sleep through the best part. Did you think that was arrogant of me? Yeah, probably was. You always do keep me humble. I love you for it. So yeah, that's the piece. It was a really fun exercise to sort of be put in this time constraint where you have to produce something. I think that oftentimes limitations can actually enhance our creativity. When we're told, oh, you have as much time as you want, and you can write about whatever you want, and you can do whatever you want, we oftentimes don't know where to start. But when someone gives us a deadline, or when someone gives us some sort of constraint, that sort of turns up the pressure, and then the creative juices have to flow. It's not that we want them to flow or we get them to flow, it's that they have to. So maybe if you're stuck creatively, give yourself some sort of crazy challenge or crazy time constraint and force yourself to create something. I don't know, maybe that's helpful, maybe it's not. If not, I hope you at least like the poem. Love you all.